I'm Chart Guthrie. I'm the Regional Fisheries Manager with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, and we're in the process of transporting alewife, or river herring, from a spot on the Peconic River to Swan Lake in Patchogue. There is a small run of alewife here, but they can't get up over the dam. So we're going to put them up over the dam and let them spawn in the pond, and the little ones will then swim down the river and out into the ocean and grow up and hopefully come back here. And when they come back in 3 years, the town will have installed a fish ladder so that the young alewife can come back here and spawn here again in Swan Lake.
Good morning. We're here at Swan Lake in Patchogue, where we're watching a transfer of fish from the Peconic up here to the lake. It's the first time, really in 200 years, that we've had fish introduced into this lake. We are building a fish passage that will allow fish to come eventually from Swan River all the way up and repopulate and spawn in this lake. A project that's going to take some years, but it's not our only one. We're building not only a fish passage here in Patchogue at Swan Lake, but also in Calverton at Peconic River and in Yaphank at the upper, between the upper and lower lake, to allow fish to repopulate these areas that historically they've come from. With me today is Enrico Nardone from CTUC and our environmental director in the town of Brookhaven, Anthony Graves. Anthony?
Yeah, we're very excited to be here today. This is the first time in over 200 years that river herring have made it over the dam and into the upper parts of the watershed of the Swan River. The Swan River watershed is an important watershed in the South Shore Estuary Reserve. It has very clean water, and we know there's still an existing run of these river herring that try to get upstream every year but can't because of the dam. So we're very happy this year that Enrico and the CTUC Environmental Foundation and the New York State DEC have worked together to bring fish by truck, and now they're being weighed, measured, and some of them are being tagged and released into the upper part of the watershed where they will spawn. And each one of the female fish can produce up to 250,000 eggs. And that restores a very important ecological connection in this watershed that's been missing for hundreds of years. So it's very important, and the river herring are an important part of the base of the food chain, and I'll let Enrico speak a little bit about that.
Yeah, we might ask, why do we care about these fish? They're a foot long, nobody really fishes for them, but it's the role they play in the coastal ecosystem. And we talk about bringing these fish back, restoring their numbers to tens or hundreds of thousands or even millions in some of the larger Long Island streams, and the cascade of ecological benefits that comes with it. These fish come in very early in the season when seals are still here feeding on them, striped bass, bluefish. As they get into the rivers, river otters, osprey, herons, countless other species rely on these fish for that influx of ocean energy very early in the season as they're preparing for their own breeding season. So a big piece of making Long Island's coastal ecology work, getting these fish back into our rivers.